A lot of you have been questioning the reality and the truth to the government promise of the 20,000 capacity seater stadium all the way in the city that is supposed to be the Akii-bua stadium. And a lot of you have really had doubts of government coming in and making a commitment to constructing the stadium. But today I am coming here to tell you that it is now going to be a reality. Government just signed a 470 billion Uganda shillings contract between them and some construction company, national construction company from Egypt, as well as Qatar Sports, who are going to be undertaking the job that will take them over 20 months to really complete the stadium in time for us to really use the three stadiums that are really under some of them renovation and other two are going to be under construction, and it's going to be something that we are going to be witnessing after this contract being signed and the opening ceremony, or you can say the groundbreaking. I should say it's a groundbreaking, not the opening ceremony. Will be soon on by government, of course, under the Ministry of Sports. It's going to be Mrs. Janet Kataham Seveni. It might be the president as well with the groundbreaking, but it's going to be a reality and it's going to be beginning as soon as possible. Today, that is what we have for you on Renovating Sports, and today we are talking about the Aki-bua Stadium, which is now becoming a reality. It is going to be ready and it will be constructed by government according to the latest news that is coming in from there. It was on Friday, the contract was signed and sealed, and of course, the State Minister for Sports, Mr. Peter Guang, coming out and emphasizing the fact that the contractors really need to begin work a little bit as soon as possible. It is going to be, like I told you, a 20,000 capacity seater stadium with an athletics track around it. It's going to be having training facilities around it, at least two of them, and they are going to be having two changing rooms, which really is each of them having at least two changing rooms. And of course, there is going to be a 2,000 seat multi sports indoor arena, just like you see those indoor arena, just like you see one in Lugogo. It's going to be available there. 25-meter semi-Olympic pool. There's also going to be outdoor courts for basketball, netball, volleyball, as well as badminton. There's also going to be a 1,000 vehicle parking facility that is also going to be incorporated in there to really cater for every one who comes with a vehicle. The stadium will cost, like I told you, 129 million US dollars, which is an equivalent of 470 billion Uganda shillings, and it's going to be scheduled for completion in 20 months. That really is great news. And here on Renovating Sports, that is why we have this channel, to really celebrate the infrastructure development, because we want to see our country get there. The contract signing ceremony took place all the way in State House in Nakasero on Friday, like I told you, December 6th, and it was hosted by the First Lady, who's the Minister of Education and Sports, Mrs. Janet Museveni. And of course, according to the people that were present in there, Muhammad Bali, the accounting officer for National Council of Sports, signed on behalf of the government of Uganda. And of course, while the likes of Ignia Ibrahim, Abdelaziz, Muhammad Mubarak signed on behalf of Samco Construction Company in there. And of course, among the people that were present, there was also Mr. Solicitor General Pius Bilibuhona, who witnessed the signing as a part of something to verify that everything is in there. And of course, the biggest issue has been really also claiming the land and getting rights to really, because our government has to have the right on the land that they're going to be constructing the stadiums, just like you saw for the Hoima City Stadium, FUFA coming out and granting the titles to government, because government constructs everything that they do under the National Council of Sports, and those are the holders of the title of the land. So you have to transfer in that. But it was confirmed that it's going to be an 18.455 hectare land title, and of course the construction will be beginning, and it was handed already. The title was handed over to Mr. Ambush Tashobia, the chairperson of the National Council of Sports in there. And of course, Mr. Ogwang came out and described the plan of the Aki-bua Stadium as going to be state of art, which includes wide range of constructions that are going to be around the stadium itself, including the roads as well. It's going to be improved in there, the utilities around, ICT systems in there. The sewage treatment plant is also going to be available, landscaping, perimeter fencing, security systems, and of course, there's also going to be some additional amenities to the stadium, which include a clubhouse, which also, of course, really helps in the stadium operations in there. A 60-room hotel, 5 sports pitches, a borehole to reduce the amount of water costs that really can be accrued because of using or maintaining the facility. And the beauty about it is having, of course, a space where people will come and gardens where they will come and enjoy. That is something that he talked about, and to me, it was a positive because people need to get used to these sporting venues, and they really need to enjoy them. They should make money, generate money in one way or another. They should have wedding venues, for example, for receptions and all that stuff, because that is how these stadiums will be maintained. And I've always had issues with big stadiums because you cannot maintain them because they're too huge. Sometimes the risks of really having people come to them and use them are really too high. So you need to have at least a profit-making idea or a venture when it comes to the stadium. And of course, there are a lot of people that attended this ceremony, including the likes of Honorable Jen Ruth Acheng, Minister of Health, and Women MP leader for Lira City, Betty Amongi, Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development, and Minister an MP for Ayam as well South, Deputy Attorney General Honorable Kafils Jackson, Education Ministry Permanent Secretary Dr. Kandres to the agenda, and a lot of other people we are part of this interesting meeting in that. Of course, there's also attendees, including FUFA, there's also National Council of Sports, Ministry of Education, some co-company as well had representatives. So it was really, really very interesting to see that these people all came together to really see that this becomes a reality with the way things are happening. To me, like I've always said, I believe the government will do it. And of course, I love the fact that they are not telling us news to excite us. They are telling us news when already money has been really achieved in there, because construction really needs money. Like we told you, the funds have really been available. That was one of the reasons that held back. The difference between Samco as well as the one that is being constructed, the one that is Samco company constructing Aki-bua Stadium, and the one that is constructed in Hoima under Suma Group. The difference is that this is going to be fully funded. Of course, all of them are going to be fully funded by government, but how the money is going to be coming in was the difference. And that is why we needed to really kind of like first organize the funds, organize the place that is going to be constructed, do the transfers of the land titles and all that stuff. And now everything seems all going to be smooth. So we are having a 20-month deadline that we are supposed to be seeing this company construct. And they are really having experience, because Samco constructed, Qatar Sports is one of the other, and Samco as well. Samco has experience in constructing roads and bridges and all that stuff. Qatar Sports has experience in constructing some of the stadiums in there, which include the Suez Canal, Olympic Stadium, which really, really, really looks good. It's a small stadium, but it has a lot that is involved in it. So I really believe that Aki-bua Stadium will add good infrastructure development to the region as well. That means we expect also an airport really to be improved. Some of the airstrips in northern Uganda to really be improved, because you need access to the roads in there. And a lot of people will be asking, we only needed 2 stadiums. You remember, like we told you, CAF needs 6 stadiums that are really on the level. One has to be at least you need to have a stadium that has 44,000 capacity. We already have Nambole. We already have a 30,000 capacity seater stadium that is being constructed in Hoima. And why have another stadium? The issue was when they're putting in the bid, they showed that every country would really put up at least 3 stadiums because it's going to be a contingency plan. If at all one country fails out, the other 2 can go on with the tournament. So that means that with the way government are really investing in this stadium, even if it might not be used exactly for this tournament, with the way things are happening, it is really, really showing you how they are willing to really at least improve on the sports infrastructure in the country, which I really believe, to me, it is a benefit for sports development. And I really love the fact that these are all going to be purpose stadiums, having everything involved in the stadiums, including the tracks, athletics tracks, the basketball arenas, training pitches for young and youth really to come into and enjoy the facilities. We need to have defenders come from northern Uganda, because northern Ugandan people are really known for their strength and of course their body build up and all that stuff. So we need to have strikers. We need to have big people from that part of the country. And of course, the other countries, the other parts of the country can also improve. We know Western Uganda has very good wingers that come from there. So we need also to have people really coming in and doing that. We have some of the best. Andemwe Sugwa is also another gentleman who comes from the central around here. So we need the central as well to develop some of the good players. Dennis Masindo Nyango, one of the best exploits that we've had in the world of football, of course, originating from northern Uganda. So we need to have some of these regions generate the best players around. So, and I believe that through infrastructure development, through projects like this, we are going to be having success. And I'm really, really excited to see that Aki-bua Stadium really take shape in one or another. So for our neighbors out there, Kenya, Tanzania, that felt like Uganda is not up there when it comes to infrastructure development, despite having Nambole as an already certified stadium. But of course, we had the likes of Nativbo all waiting. They are all looking at, of course, one or two stadiums that we might be using. We have a third stadium that is also going to be, of course, under construction as soon as possible. Then on the other side, I have to remind you that training facilities, including for Chan, we have, like we told you, the Kadiba Stadium. It is under, of course, renovation. It's under construction. They have to work on the ground surface, put the lights as well, and also improve the other things like the dressing rooms and all that stuff. It is a new stadium that really is supposed to be completed soon. Then you all know that Wankurukuku will also be used for some training. They need to work on the lighting system. Also, the dressing rooms also not really up there, and the playing surface also needs to be improved. Chambogo is also under construction. They are working on everything, and of course, the Kampala International University, Kampala International School of Uganda is also under scrutiny as well, and works are also going on to really improve it to the level of really a training facility. And of course, even in the rest of the country, they are also working to see that all the other training facilities, including the Boma grounds all the way in Western Uganda, where of course we have the Hoima City Stadium and all the other stadiums that are going to be used. They're also going to be improved in one another. And I really think that it's positive to see that FUFA have really worked very so much close with government, and really we have reached somewhere. We're really very positive now. We are seeing things taking shape, and we're expecting by at least by the end of this coming month, not this coming month, by the end of this month, December, because we all know that these stadiums and all these training facilities need to be ready at least by January, because now you can call all the one, tell CAF that everything is all sorted for them not to worry about us. So we are waiting to see how this will be really completed as a stadium. But I'm really happy for Aki-bua Stadium. I'm happy for the people of Lira City. I'm really happy for all the other people around the region who are really now seeing the benefits of really infrastructure development, just like we are really seeing the development in other countries like Tanzania as well. The Arusha Stadium progress really, or you can call Samia Suluhu Stadium. I don't know whether I've said that name very right, but also we can see progress already in there. So the other nations, you remember, like I told you, Tanzania have the Amam Stadium. They have the Benjamin Mkapa and the Arusha Stadium, or you can call it the Samia Suluhu Stadium. It's also under construction. So everything really looks good. Kenya, like I told you, Nyayo Stadium is under renovation, though, of course, it has not been having the right pace when it comes to renovation, but I believe that it will be worked on. There's not a lot really that would change, especially for Chan. Maybe for the AFCON 2027, they will do some renovations after Chan. Then, of course, the Karasarani, the Moi International Sports Center, is also really under great renovation, and we believe that they'll beat the deadline. They just have a few days to go, just like a few like 20 plus days to go. So we expect them also to be ready, just like, of course, they promise, and just like the new FKF president promised, that everything will be fast paced, and we believe that it will be ready as well. Let us wish East Africa a good tournament, and let us, of course, be expectant, and let us promote it on all our social media handles. Let us tell people what we can do as East Africa, and I believe that we shall be really creating a good tournament in there. God bless you. Have yourself a good day, and bye-bye.